Shannon was very funny.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
She watches Undisputed. Way to go, Nicole.
Hey.
Really? You got a shot?
Women lift humor, sense of humor.
Really?
Way
That's
up on
number
the list.
one on the list, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, hey.
Well, what is this? Have you arrived now? This is it? Huh?
Hey, I got a meeting with a banker. I'm gonna take out a loan.
Are you?
Yeah, I asked her out on Thursday.
Really?
You see how big her house is, Skip?
I did not.
I can't pay nothing but the water bill. All I can do is shower with her. I can't pay for nothing else.
Huh.
Hey, Skip, how you doing?
Well, I don't know. I don't even belong on the show anymore. I can't hold my weight here.
What would our name be? Shay and
Nicole? Your celebrity name?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. We have to think about that.
I mean, we had Brad and Angelina, so Brangelina, or, you know. Skip, have your boy come up with a name. We about to be a duo.
You know what? I'm good with Ernestine.
No,
I'm just real good.
What about, is Skip and Steam? What's your duo name?
A little ring to it. Yeah. We'll let Ernestine come up with it.
No, she need to be first.
That is true. That is true. She's first. Let's get started.
You would be, in that duo, you would be Shannon Murphy, right?
Whoa, Skip, you undervalued
I think so. Let's start in the NBA. LeBron James made his preseason debut in last night's loss to the Bulls after missing 2 weeks with a sprained left ankle. He finished with a team high 17 points but committed 8 turnovers. His new teammate, Dwyane Wade, also struggled, finishing with 4 points. After the game, LeBron talked about coming back from the injury. Let's take a listen.
Just my first action since the finals, so my time was a little off, and the turnovers I think kind of just trickled down to everybody, so it made everyone's timing off. I told you it wasn't 100% the other day.
So when you
remember when I said that? No.
When you made that spin move, though, was that?
Yeah, you asked me if it was a regular season game, could I have played? I told you no. It's not 100%. Obviously tonight and tomorrow morning is going to be the telltale sign of how I came out tonight. I'm still fresh from the game, so, it's okay now. But you never know when you, when you wake up the next morning how it can flare up or if it can stiffen up. So, I know more about it tomorrow. But I definitely wanted to test it tonight, knowing that at least if I test it tonight, I have a week until the regular season starts if I didn't play in the game on Friday.
Skip, what was your takeaway from last night?
I love LeBron. Yeah, I missed him. We needed him so badly here on Undisputed. Shannon.
What?
Your man was at it again last night.
What did he do now?
Drama King James was in mid-season form. This is why LeBron James is by far the most entertaining player in all of sports, on and off the floor, for the right reason sometimes and for, in this case, the wrong reason. I realize it was just a preseason game, but the Cavs played it unlike most preseason games because obviously LeBron has had a bum ankle. So he says, I buy that.
What you say, so he says, you don't buy it then?
Well, I'm about to get into what I'm not buying from last night. So because he has not been able to play, the Cavs chose to play their second to last preseason game the way NFL teams play their second to last preseason game. As a dress rehearsal. They put a lot of weight into what was going on last night because the starters played 3 quarters. And I did watch the whole thing from start to finish, so I'm not just speaking out of school here. I think I have a pretty good feel for what happened. And LeBron had a rough night in those 3 quarters, trying to play with his new group of starters, his buddy Dwyane. And in the first half alone, LeBron had 7 turnovers. And just for some perspective, if this had been a game that counted, the all-time single game record for turnovers in a regular season game is Jason Kidd with 14. So LeBron would have been in a real game halfway to 14 just in the first half. He tacked on 1 for good measure in the third quarter, so he wound up with 8 turnovers. And for the game, LeBron wound up in 30 minutes in plus minus. He was a minus 18. Not very good. But by the way, Kevin Love, starting now at center, I'm going to get to that in just a minute. Kevin Love was actually in only 21 minutes because he tweaked his knee, hit up against somebody else's knee and had to sit out. But in just 21 minutes, he was minus 21 as he shot 1 for 12. So everybody's out of sync, including the new guy. Dwyane Wade shot 1 for 7, and he was like LeBron, minus 18. And the Cavs at home in their dress rehearsal preseason game got blown off their own floor by what's left of the Chicago Bulls. And, of course, the immortal Justin Holiday. He looked like Michael Jordan last night as he went for 28 and 11. So what happens after the game? LeBron reminds the media that, remember what I told you, if this had been a real game, I would not have played. Wait a minute. What? So LeBron, because he is the best player on the planet, says you.
Yes, you acknowledge
he needed an excuse for this horrendous night that he and the whole group of starters had. So he had to remind everybody, if this had been a real game, I would not have played. What? I'm sorry, I'm not buying that. So you're saying your ankle is still so bad that if the game had counted, you wouldn't have played, but because you haven't played with this group of starters, you've got to go ahead and risk aggravating it or really hurting it much worse in a preseason game with the regular season looming next
a week from last night.
Yeah, a week from last night. By the way, this guy named, what's that guy's name? Kyrie. I don't know. He's out of sight, out of mind. He went to Boston. He has to go home, right? He's coming home to Cleveland to play on opening night. But the point is, you're telling me that you risk hurting your ankle worse, and now you got to wake up tomorrow to see how much worse it might be just to play in a preseason game? When I watch my guy Lonzo Ball with the Lakers, he ripped his ankle the other night, and the Lakers just said, we shut you down. We just hope you'll be ready to go for the start of the regular season. So am I supposed to think that LeBron James played last night on a really bad ankle that he wouldn't have played on when he's the Iron Man in the regular season, when he led the NBA in minutes last year, and he wouldn't have played on that ankle in a regular? Baloney! Yeah. I'm not buying it. You just got to reach back for a pregame excuse. Remember, I told you I wouldn't have played. Really?
We're preparing you when we take about 12 to 15 games off this year.
Aha.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
that's
get prepared.
what it is.
Yeah, we're preparing
So
you.
So the ankle is so bad it could be really bad when LeBron wakes up this morning. Am I supposed to buy that?
Yeah, it might be.
Is he at risk now of not being able to play against Kyrie? Should I start to think that he might want to duck Kyrie? Does he need an excuse not to play against Kyrie?
In the words of Austin Powers, it might be something that lingers.
Oh.
Lingers.
Yeah. That was actually Dr. Evil.
Yeah, I like
that. Right. Okay.
It was Austin Powers, but evil. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's going to linger.
Yeah.
So why you mad? Skip, the man's ankle's hurt. You like, okay, he says his ankle hurt. Oh, okay, I'll give him that. Hold on. You're saying
Have you ever heard of this?
Yes.
That a player in the history of basketball, no player has ever said, I played tonight on an ankle in a preseason game on which I would not have played a real game.
Yeah.
Really?
Skip. Okay. He's going to have a lot of different moving pieces. Kevin Love is going to the 5 spot. It was announced Kevin Love didn't know he was going to the 5 spot until LeBron James told him in a practice.
Oh, wait a second. I'm glad you brought that up.
Go ahead.
So does that prove once again that LeBron is the head coach of this team? He's also the GM of this team. He runs this show. And so it was LeBron who informed Kevin Love, you're the 5. You're starting at center. Yeah. Really? You buying that? You like that?
I love it.
Oh, this is exactly why. All of the above is exactly why Kyrie Irving finally said, I can't take it anymore. I'm out.
This
is craziness.
This
is insane. This is chaos created by the drama king night after night after night.
And this is also the reason that Kyrie Irving will not be going to any more NBA finals.
Oh, really?
Yes. He will not be getting any more rings.
Yeah.
That's the reason why. Skip, the man has a bum ankle. Okay, has Derrick Rose, who's going to be playing the point guard until Isaiah Thomas comes back. He has Jay Crowder, who's going to be the power forward, someone he's never played with, and they don't have any time. So you just want them to just go out there and just throw all this stuff together.
No, I want the best player on the planet to be completely healthy for game number 1 that actually does count.
Well, he will be. That's a week from last night. He has 7 days to rest and rehab that ankle. He will be ready. Second of all, he hasn't played with D. Wade in 3 years. This is a different D. Wade. This is a different LeBron James.
Oh, I think that's like riding a bicycle. I think you'll be okay there.
Yeah, but when you're used to riding a unicycle, a bicycle can cause you problems.
Oh, okay.
Now, with that being said, you worry about the old dilapidated, beat-up Spurs.
Yeah.
You let me and LeBron worry about the Cavs and how we set this roster. Because what we got going.
By the way, who's older, Kawhi Leonard or LeBron James? Help me out.
Manu Ginobili,
old
Tony
dilapidated.
Parker.
Old.
Manu Ginobili and Tony
Is
Parker.
the best two-way player in basketball dilapidated and old?
All I know.
He's just a baby compared to LeBron in his 15th year.
Yeah. When is he going back to the finals?
Huh?
When is that baby going back to the finals?
Maybe this year.
Maybe not.
Maybe this year. Maybe he would have been last year if he hadn't gotten hurt by Zaza Pacheep shot.
Skip, you need to stop. I don't know why every time LeBron James says something, you try to
I'm not dissecting it.
Yes,
It's
you
just
are.
people just let it go.
Yeah, you
They
should.
just sweep it under the carpet. He gets pass after pass. He was throwing some bad passes,
Yeah.
but he got thrown a great pass after the game by you and by the media. Nobody's going to pick up on this.
He looks like a guy that has not played competitive, organized basketball since the finals. He alluded to that. Watching him, I felt real comfortable saying, yeah, he hasn't played in a while. He'll go the whole season and he won't have 8 turnovers. You know that. I know
I
that.
don't know that because he's a high turnover guy. He had some of those last year where you'd say, wow, what happened,
he also
LeBron?
had some games where he had like 14, 15 assists.
He's got potential, and he might have to have them when
Yeah,
he doesn't
baby,
have
if you say anything about LeBron James' potential, you're going to upset me. There is no potential. He's fulfilled his potential.
Help me out. Who calls him the best passer in basketball? Who's called him that regularly?
The general managers agreed with you.
I called him that. I think I said it before anybody said it.
And what did
Until
you-
now, Alonso's.
And what about the general managers? They said that too when they had this poll and they listed all these categories. He was number one.
And all of a sudden you say, oh, maybe he is.
He had a bum ankle. Stop doing that, Skip.
I don't think I think it's 100% healed or he would not have
Hold on,
missed that.
hold on. You just said that you believed it when you said it.
I believed he heard it before. I believe he tweaked it.
Okay.
But if he played last night, trust me, it was okay.
Yeah.
Does he have some lingering soreness like you always do when you really rip your ankle?
It
Maybe.
might be.
Yeah.
Now, listen. Now, if you want us to play in a lot of these arenas, I tell you what we might do. If you keep on talking, I'm telling you, I'm not going to Boston. Because y'all know y'all waiting for me to come to Boston and y'all going to play it up. So if you want me to play on my trip back to Boston, I suggest, Skip Bayless, you start talking a little nicer
You're
to me.
threatening a boycott of Boston?
Yes.
Wait, and you are like, it's like Colonel Parker to Elvis. Remember that? You're like the Colonel Parker
Yes.
to LeBron.
Because I
right?
can try to prove a point to
Yeah.
you that my ankle is really hurt. And what I was trying to do, although my ankle is hurt, and if it was a regular season game, I wouldn't be playing. I need to work on some chemistry. I don't
buy that. LeBron plays every game. I always call him Iron Man. He would have played last night if it had been a regular season game.
Who's the
Just
game
as
again?
he played
Who's the game again?
anybody. I just looked down their schedule and it's got cupcakes galore.
Oh,
Man,
no.
it's just Eastern. Like you open up with Boston, okay, so that's pretty tough. But then, you get Orlando, you get Brooklyn, you get Chicago, you get New York. That's just in the first 7 games. Those are just like gimme, 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 layup, 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 layup.
That's
the Eastern
Okay,
Conference.
so what would you have him do? Do you want the How about this?
You know what I'd have him do? If his ankle was that bad and I were the GM of that team, and obviously LeBron is his own GM,
Yeah.
I would say, LeBron, it is not worth it. You guys will figure it out.
You don't get to determine
Everybody in the starting lineup has played a whole lot of NBA basketball. It's not like Lonzo's bunch where everybody's young and inexperienced.
But they have
Lonzo's the guy who needed reps.
They have not played a lot of NBA minutes together.
But
and
come
that's
on.
what LeBron
You don't
is
think
trying.
you can figure that
No.
out? Yeah, how many minutes have LeBron and Dwyane Wade played together? Help me out, Jay.
How
I don't
long ago
know.
has that been? How long ago?
Thousands.
Skip, that's been so long ago.
So long
Do
ago?
you know what 3 years does to a person? Do you know what that does to a body?
I mean,
D Wade is not that guy.
defending Wade starting yesterday.
I don't have a problem, but you still have to work on that. I mean, when I went back, I went back to Denver after. Okay, let me put it in this context. I went back to Denver after 2 years of being in Baltimore. The plays came relatively easy.
Yeah.
But now I'm playing with guys that are around me that I'm not used to playing with, and how they like things and how they want things and what I need to do in this offense as opposed to when I left, because I'm a different player returning. The offense is somewhat different. They view me differently. So all that has to factor in. D Wade has to understand he's not the second best player on the team as he was in Miami. That was 3 years ago. This is a long, long time, Skip. They needed time together. Okay, they got some time. They look rusty. D Wade had a high turnover. Kevin Love didn't shoot the ball well. Nobody shot the ball well. But they did get some continuity. They did get some on-court experience together in an actual game. So moving forward, I don't see a problem with this.
Well, is his ankle going to be so bad he can't play against Boston?
Maybe.
Well, that's what he said. He said, I got to wake up and see how bad it is.
Wake up in the moment.
So you just gave up your ankle to play one preseason game. Really? And you're defending that?
It's 7. There's nothing to defend. I'm defending why he did it, because he wanted to get on-court experience, playing time with his new teammates. D Rose, he's never played with D Rose except in an All-Star game. He's never played with Jay Crowder. Kevin Love is not in the 5 spot. There's a lot of different moving pieces. Tristan Thompson, JR are now coming off the bench. You got to get that organized and situated. So there's a lot of things that they needed to cover, and they have a short time to cover it in.
By the way, speaking of D Rose, the assistant coach Ty Lue spoke to ESPN between.
Yeah, head coach.
No, he's assistant coach. Right?
I saw what you did there.
I didn't do anything. I just called it like it is. LeBron calls it that way because he told Kevin Love, "You're starting at the 5."
Larry Drew is the assistant coach.
Well, then they got a bunch of assistant.
No, they don't. They got a head coach and an assistant coach.
But the assistant coach Ty Lue told ESPN in between quarters that he's been very impressed with how Derrick Rose can pass the basketball. Well, I get that. And Derrick Rose had the best stat line last night because he made 5 out of 9 shots. He did make a 3. He had 5 assists. But to my eye, he still doesn't look right. It's not Derrick Rose anymore. He's so beat up. He's herky-jerky now. I don't see the explosion. I'm sorry. I don't see that guy, that MVP.
He's never going to be that again. The knees and ankles have robbed him of a lot of his athletic ability. He's never going to be that.
Couldn't you say that about Dwyane also at this point?
Yes.
Okay.
But
so there's 2/5 of your starting lineup right there.
But here's
LeBron in his 15th year.
LeBron gonna be LeBron.
Yeah.
25, 10, and 7.
And Kevin Love's always got something going on. He banged knees last night on a free throw, and he hobbled off. But they said he's going to be okay. Assistant Coach Lue said after the game he's going to be okay.
Derrick Rose will never be the player we saw in the MVP season.
Yeah.
That's okay. We don't need him to be that because he can't be that and have LeBron be LeBron. D Wade can't be D Wade of 5 years ago and be in Cleveland. That's too many guys. Somebody's going to have to defer. But what they can give us, Isaiah Thomas is going to come back. He's not getting 30 though.
When?
I mean,
next year?
No, probably a little bit before or after the All-Star game.
Oh.
We'll hold the fort down till
a
then.
little bit before or after.
Yeah, we'll hold the fort down till. Hold on. You do know we're in the East, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the East.
I got it.
Okay, so we'll hold the fort down till he gets back.
Coming off the bench, Richard Jefferson, who's like 45.
Still got bunnies.
Does he?
Oh,
really?
ask Kevin. Remember he poked on Kevin Durant on Christmas Day?
No, he did. He played well in the finals. He played the best of any Cav in the finals, to me, from what I saw.
Well, you don't see very well.
You got Jeff Green, who's
Jeff Green
42. Is he 42?
Jeff Green been giving
around.
It to.
I know.
Has he been giving it to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
So coming off the bench,
and then
now
off the bench, J.R. Smith.
Swift.
Double T. Tristan Thompson coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Happy?
Yeah.
Gonna stay happy?
I know what you're trying to do.
I'm just asking. I'm asking questions. You are the authority on the Cleveland Cavaliers. I gotta know.
What you're trying to do is that you're trying to create drama. And I know
there's drama. I don't need to create it. It's all over that team. I know he's
dating a Kardashian, but you're not going to create any drama with the Cavaliers. This is what his role is.
Wonder if Tristan's better half.
I don't care.
What about his better half whispering in his ear after games? Why are you coming off the bench?
See, you trying to. I know what you're doing.
Honey, why are you coming off the bench?
Tristan, Double T doesn't do any pillow talk.
No?
Whatever happens at practice stays at practice.
Oh.
What happens at home stays at home. We don't do pillow talking.
I know, but it gets in your psyche. And
it don't get in nobody's psyche. No, what it does do is that Skip, they play this clip, and Skip Baylor's talking about, is he happy? Is JR happy? What about his better half? Is she happy? Is she whispering in his ear? What, are you coming off the bench? Why would you come off the bench?
Why would you come off the bench, Tristan?
Because that was what is asked of you.
Oh.
And we do things
by the head coach.
Yes.
LeBron James, right?
No. What we do in
Am I right?
is that we try to do what's in the best interest of the team. Our goal is to get out of the East and do what we need, what we should have done last year.
if the East is so easy, it's such a cakewalk, it's the all-time cakewalk, then LeBron last night should have said, you know what, I got to let my ankle completely heal.
No.
I think it is completely healed. Then he need a post-game excuse.
We need timing. Hold on. You didn't say that when Tom Brady got blown out. Mm-hmm. Now, he's been playing with all those guys forever. Mm-hmm. Oh, he needs timing. Now, all of a sudden, Tom Brady needs timing, but LeBron James doesn't?
Timing?
Yeah.
Tom works on timing in the offseason when most teams work on it, except for Odell Beckham, who says, I got to go to Europe with Drake, right?
That is what you said.
Huh?
You said he needed time. You said he was off a little bit with Brandon
I didn't
Cook.
say that.
Yeah, the first game when they got blown out.
I did not say that because Tom actually works hard at his craft in the offseason.
Hold on. Are you trying to say LeBron James does not work
I think
hard?
he works hard on his body. His body looked good last night.
Did you see him in that pickup game? Flying to New York to get that game in with KD and Melo, all up in L.A. and playing at UCLA, getting games in.
Are those his new teammates now?
Skip.
No.
Don't do that.
Why didn't he call a little OTA in the Bahamas?
He played with Kev.
Mm-hmm.
Kev was out here in UCLA.
Oh,
they were giving folk the bit. Look here, we're very frugal with our money.
Yeah.
We're not getting on no G6, going to Hawaii or no Bahamas. We're not doing that. We'll fly to New York, we'll fly to L.A., but we're not spending those 6 hours on those G6, okay? So get that thought out your head.
Yep.
But what we will do on a Tuesday night, we will play when we're, lingering ankle problems. We don't want those. Get some timing in. We're going to be okay. You worry about the Spurs. You worry about the Celtics.
You're going to be worried about the Spurs pretty soon.
No, I'm not
worried
worried about
really
Golden
Well,
State.
they have one last